Namaste everybody. My name is Yogi Vivek Rawat and I welcome you all to this online teacher training course. I'm going to explain the pranayama techniques and their benefits. So I hope you enjoy this course. Namaste. Namaste to all of you. I hope you are safe and healthy. Welcome once again to my pranayama session. Again we will start this session with the chanting of the Om. So sit comfortably on your mat, close your eyes, bring your both palms together in Namaskar Mudra. Bring your focus on your breath. Again, deep inhale. Start rubbing your both palms against each other. Take this energy, take your palms towards your eyes. Give a gentle massage to your face, to your throat, to your heart center. Release your both palms down. Gently open your both eyes. So in previous sessions, we were talking about few things about pranayama. We already started yogic breathing, the concept of yogic breathing. Now today we have a very interesting, a very beautiful technique of pranayama. So this is Ujjayi Breath. You might have already heard about it before if you have been to any kind of yoga practice, yoga centers, yoga classes. Now this Ujjayi Breath is quite important, especially if it comes to our pranayama session, if it comes to our asana practice. It is quite important. At the same time, it is quite beneficial also. The benefits I have mentioned it already on the board. So the first benefit of this pranayama is it improves concentration. It is a deep breathing practice. So it improves concentration whenever you keep your focus on your breathing pattern for a long time. Automatically it has to keep your focus very strong. It has to make your concentration very effective with time. So the second one is it slows down your breath. Now slowing down your breath, it doesn't mean that you are doing shallow breathing. It means that you are still doing deep breathing, but you have made it quite slow, rhythmic, that even a person who is just passing by, that breath is not audible to that person. In this, practice, the breath is audible, but ultimate goal is to slow down your breath so that it is not audible and you are just enhancing the lungs. You are using the full capacity of your lungs. Third one is it promotes mental clarity and focus. Since I said that if you just be aware of how you are breathing, and even if you you can feel it practically, not more than 2 or 3 minutes you can be aware of your breath. This is the level of our concentration, of our focus. But if we keep on practicing this daily, it tends to improve our focus and the mental clarity tends to take place. Now here you might have seen it before, any kind of meditation session, any kind of pranayama session, any kind of yoga asanas. Firstly, we always chant the mantra, and for that we always bring our attention towards our breath. So being aware of the breath, it is one of the key factor before starting anything. If you are not aware of your breathing, if your breathing is very shallow, uneven, then you cannot gain the full benefits of what you are going to do, what you are going to perform. So for that, your breath should be even. There should be a symmetry in your breath, in your posture before that. And we start from evenness. The fourth one is it tends to enhance your memory. So if you are breathing well, you are infusing more oxygen to your body, you're providing more oxygen to your brain as well, so it is good for your memory also. It bolsters the immune system. It tends to make your immune system quite strong so that you can fight with every diseases. Your system is so strong, you cannot get sick very easily. There is one more, it promotes sound sleep. So any kind of problem like insomnia, if you have been suffering from, this practice is set to relieve the problem of insomnia also. When you are breathing well, of course, you will have a good and quality sleep. Quality sleep is very important because in today's modern era, we always, most of the youngsters, they sleep 11, 12 at night and they wake up very late in the morning. It is happening, especially in the lockdown era. So it is quite important to, not oversleeping and not less sleeping. Just having a proper sleep, quality sleep. And that can happen with some breathing practice, some asana practice, of course, and some meditation practice. But breathing practice must. Okay, now how to perform Ujjayi Breath. So firstly, you can just sit comfortably on your mat in any sitting cross-leg position. It can be Sukhasana, half lotus, Ardha Padmasana, full lotus, Padmasana. From here, you can just keep your palms relaxed on your knees, or you can activate Chin Mudra by joining your tip of the index finger and tip of the thumb. Rest of the fingers straight but not engaged. Palm facing upward towards the ceiling. Keeping your spine nicely erect, tall. Keeping your chest very nicely open, rolling your shoulders slightly back. And be there. Just drag your awareness towards your breath. You can close your eyes so that you cannot get distracted of anything, any activity. Now what we should do in Ujjayi Breath, so it is a kind of technique where we should have that kind of audible breathing. So for that, you will feel a slight contraction at your back of the throat. You will not tighten those muscles too much, just a slight contraction. As sometimes you do hiccups, that kind of feeling, but you can again have a look here. So assume that there is a mirror in front of you and you are going to accumulate the fog on the mirror, as I used to do that in my childhood. Maybe you may have been doing that in your lives, or maybe during the childhood, like this, exhaling and accumulating the fog on the mirror so that you can write your name or something on the mirror. So same kind of sound you need to produce while inhalation and exhalation. So firstly, you can just keep your mouth open without the uses of the nostrils. We will just do it with the mouth so that we can have a feeling of this. We can just see how this sound we need to apply on our practice. So keeping your mouth open. Firstly, you can exhale completely. Then inhale. You can apply yogic breathing here as well. So you are doing a full breathing using your diaphragm, your chest, your clavicle or shoulder, all the three parts, three dimension breathing. Deeply inhale. Now this kind of sound you need to produce. So this time with a closed mouth we will perform it. So as you inhale, you will feel a slight contraction towards your back of the throat. So this time. So in that manner, you can perform it firstly 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 times, and then slowly you can increase the round. But make sure that you are using the proper technique here. This practice is also known as ocean breath or cobra breath, or hissing sound, hissing breath. Like, there are few names related to that, but the meaning of this Ujjayi is victorious, because it provides you that kind of sense, that kind of aura of the victory that you just gain after any kind of victory. So you feel quite confident, you feel quite open after this. So it can be practiced in your asana class as well, because in asana we always tend to get tired. If you are a beginner, especially if we have a bad lifestyle, we have tight muscles, we have restricted joints, so we tend to get tired very easily. This Ujjayi breath keeps our focused, keeps ourselves grounded, and keep ourselves dedicated towards our practice, so that we can hold the posture and we can just perform the postures very nicely, very effectively, without any effort. And our attention would be on ourselves, on our breathing. Otherwise, we tend to get distracted also. So this Ujjayi breath is quite helpful in asana also, in pranayama also. The contraindications, if I tell you about this, there are not much contraindications. Make sure that you're not holding your breath too much during the initial stage. Just hold it for 2 to 3 seconds firstly, then slowly increase the round. But make sure after the holding, you should not be feeling, kind of puffy and very exhausted. If you are doing that, you are kind of, harming yourself in a way, because you are just stepping towards the 5th or 6th stage. Like, you are just not going, you are not following the step-by-step procedure. Now, one more common mistake I would like to share here for the beginner also. Some people, they tend to, create a kind of sound like that. So that is a wrong way to practice this technique. You should not produce any kind of sound here, like any kind of your words. That sound is produced by the air which travels inside and which goes out. But there should not be any kind of vocal sound. One more thing here, make sure that you are not doing it very rapidly. There should be a gentle approach while practicing every technique. If you are gentle, you are providing yourself a state of calmness. If you are not gentle to yourself, then the purpose, the genesis of yoga is being forgotten by yourself. So that is a wrong way to do. Be gentle, be calm. So this is about Ujjayi breath. One more thing I would like to add here, kumbhaka. In yoga, in pranayama in Sanskrit, we call holding the kumbhaka. So internal holding we call antar kumbhaka, external holding we call bahya kumbhaka. After the exhalation, we hold it, external holding. After the inhalation, inside we hold it, internal holding, antar kumbhaka. And third one is, which is, kevala kumbhaka. So this is a state where you're not aware of holding, but it is happening automatically. So in your daily lives, whenever you're walking, you're reading, you're just traveling anywhere, it is just happening there because of a lot of practices. So this is the state which we need to achieve. Inhalation we call it Puraka, exhalation we call it Rechaka in Sanskrit. Now I always suggest that if you are going to apply the holding, firstly try not to do holding. If you are practicing as a beginner, try to focus on the natural pattern of your breath. But after the practices, if you want to bring the holding, then always start with the internal holding first, since the external holding is quite challenging. So firstly, internal holding. When you have mastered internal holding for a long while, then you can slowly introduce the external holding after the exhalation. So that's all about it for today's session. I hope you have understood the concept of Ujjayi breath and this small Sanskrit terms which are very important. I hope you have found this fruitful. Again, we will close today's session by the chanting of Om. Sit comfortably, close your eyes. Bring your palms together. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms. Place your palms on your eyes. Slowly drop your both palms down. Gently open your eyes. So see you in the next session. Until then, be safe. Enjoy your life. Namaste.